What Hellcat though? The Hellcat? Or the Demon? Or the SRT8? I'm not doing stock. We're not doing stock. It's gotta be upgraded. Stock is just boring. It's got stock tires though. That counts. Is there a way to put race tires in this car? It's probably not worth it, right? I'm gonna try it. I don't know what's gonna be better. It's probably just gonna be garbage no matter what, so why does it actually matter? We're gonna send it. Okay, hold on, give me a sec here. Try this daddies. Can I fit the brakes on with heavier rims? I can. Then can I get 61, under 61, under 61, or under 68, I should say. But if I do that and then that, no, okay, 68 it is. Oh wait, hold on, I have a rear bumper option. I also have a hood option, so let's play with those. Rear bumper, is this an actual good rear bumper? No, it's not. So ignore the rear bumper. We're looking at the hood, 62. 60, 70, 64. Okay. So that's no dice. 69, 68. 68 it is. What's up, Phoenix? Slower than you. I need, I don't know, I need some guidance, though. An old story about what? What do you want to hear? Oh gosh, this is gonna be horrible. What's up, Figway? Good to see you. How are you doing? I'm just gonna get on track here. Anything special about your fastest race alive trail? What? What are you talking about?
30 seconds to restart.
Okay. Does it turn? Well, we already know the answer is no. I've got to check if it can trail brake into T1. I want to adjust it a little bit to the rear. Just a little bit more. And we'll send it. A-class, and we've got a few challenges here, alright? Coming in from Bloody, we've got use a Dodge Hellcat Charger. We've also got a 360 redemption from Bloody. And then we have tell a story from Slower Than You. So you guys get to hear a story while I try to complete all these challenges here. To the back of the field I go. Let's hit a 360 right off the hop and get it over with. Round we go. And chase down we go. Hydrate as well from Bloody. Okay. Now I have to tell a story, and Slower Than You requested a story about the Forza Fuel event that was about 10 years ago now. So if you weren't familiar, if you look up Forza space Fuel space Xbox on YouTube, you will find a video. That video is of me. Pretty cool. It was a cool experience. So the whole story behind that was there was a qualifier at the start of FM6. It was actually in the demo, I believe, of FM6. Around Lime Rock in an Audi S3, I want to say. And so the top 2 people in each country that were participating got invited to this event in Texas at CODA during IMSA weekend, which was the Lone Star Le Mans. And at that event, they would be participating for their countries and racing against each other. So there was a country points and there was individual points. So they took the top 2 from each country that was in it, and then they also took 2 random entries. I think it was just like you send in a video or something like that, but you also had to post a time. And then we also had influencers as like our team captains, and Slaptrain and Vintage Beef were my team captains, so it was cool to see them and meet Vintage Beef for the first time and hang out with Slap as well, a good buddy of mine. But anyways, I ended up winning this event, and there were some big names there, like Box was there, Lage was there. I don't think Lage was racing. I believe Asics was racing. Was Asics racing? Maybe. But there was a lot of people, like a lot of the top FRC people that you guys would know were some of the ones that were racing there. But yeah, it was a good competition, and of course I was representing Canada. And Canada ended up getting second to, I believe, France in the team championship, but I won overall. So I think it was 4 races, and it was everyone in the same car. I believe it was also random grid, which made it quite challenging. I didn't get great grid placements, but I had some really good performances in the races, and that's when I was competing at the top of Forza Motorsport back in the day. That's what I was known for, was I would have okay qualifying, but I would always gain... I'm in the middle of a story already, Bloody. I was always known for making up positions in the race and having good racecraft, and that's what I did. So I had some consistent, solid finishes, and I think I won one of the races, and that's what got me the win. And so the reward for winning was I took part in that, I was in that video with Benoit, which was really cool to meet him. What you can't tell is when he had, in that video and when we were doing photo shoots, he was cracking jokes when he had his helmet on, because I had to keep a straight face. But he had his helmet on so nobody could see. So he could do whatever he wanted, so he was just messing with me. But he was very cool, very nice, and so was everyone on the production team. And the interesting thing about the actual filming was I was on a wheel for it, whereas in the competition I got to use my controller. And the challenge was, one, it was very, very hot out. So that was tough. I got heat stroke pretty bad. It was like 42 degrees Celsius in the Texas sun. It was hot. But anyways, the race was fun, and the race itself wasn't as close as they made it seem in the video, of course. They had to make it look kind of interesting. I think in the video they show a point where he's coming across the line and I waved to him or whatever. I had already finished and was waving as he came across. We really wanted to do a thing where I swapped to drive the car and he would swap to in-game, and we would add up our times and see who was faster. So I would drive the car in real life, and he would drive in the game and, you know, add up his real lap and his Forza lap, and I would do the same. But unfortunately, we weren't allowed to do that, so I got to go for a few hot laps with him in the car instead. But it was a blast, a very cool event. We had a lot of fun, some great memories as well with a lot of the good friends there. I want to say, I can't remember who else was there. There were a lot of people. I want to say maybe Chemical was there too, and a few other people. But it was one of the most fun events that we ever had with Forza, just because there wasn't a whole lot on the line. Honestly, we didn't even really know what was on the line until it happened. But there was like no prize money. Nobody was that grumpy about getting, you know, a little bit of contact, and it was just a kind of, I guess in modern terms you would say a event for vibes type thing, and it was a blast. But anyways, that's the story of Forza Fuel. I'm in 5th place right now. Doc is on my tail. Honestly, I don't know how I'm this far up the field with this piece of junk. It is a absolute pile of trash. My tires are overheating every corner because there's nothing I can do about it with 4,600 pounds on this car. But you know what? I'm holding my own. I'm going very slow, but holding my own to a certain extent. Doc's going to come around me at some point here. I will tell Bloody's story in the next race. Well, he says the story about the Porsche hood. That's another pretty good story too. But yeah, so Forza Field was a blast. If you look up the video, you can check it out. I also did a vlog on it, so you can watch that as well. It was about 10 years ago now, which seems insane to me, but it's true. So that means I've been streaming even longer than 10 years, which is nuts. But anyways, it was a blast. It was a great event. It was I think the first and only time I had been to Austin, and I liked Austin. I thought it was nice, for sure. So had a lot of fun there. Met some cool people. It was a great experience. Now Doc's gonna pass me. See if I can hold him off. He's got way more pace, but I have straight line speed, so it might be hard for him to get around me here. As I go wide, it's gonna make it easy for him. Let's get on power, see if I can hold it. Straight line speed! I was early on the brake, sorry Doc. Woo! Bigway has a question. Am I playing NASCAR 25 when it releases? I would love to. I want to try it out. Some of the NASCAR games, well, specifically one of the NASCAR games was one of my favorite games of all time. NASCAR 06 Total Team Control, if anyone remembers that. And it's because I love the single player. I like building my own team and controlling all the cars and that kind of stuff. I thought it was really cool. I don't think I'll be buying it. Maybe if it goes on sale or something. But if NASCAR wants to, you know, send me a code so I can play it on stream, I would say absolutely. I'll give it a go. We'll have some fun. I want to see what the single player is like. I also want to see if it's if we can drive on a controller in that game, since it is developed by iRacing. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. We'll see if they make it controller friendly. I assume they will, because it's a NASCAR game. Usually they're a little bit softer on the physics, but I have a feeling this one will be more serious, obviously, on the physics side, which I'm happy about for sure. But as long as you can still use a controller with it, I think it could be really good. It's got potential for sure. So we'll see how that goes. A little wide. I played the Heat games a bit. I got pretty good at one of the Heat games, but it just never, I don't know, never did it for me like building my own NASCAR team did on Total Team Control. I thought that was a great system and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I played some really old NASCAR games on PC too in like the late 90s. I had one where I keep destroying my braking zone in that corner in a bad way. There was one that had a livery editor and had some like fantasy tracks in it. I can't remember which one it was. Maybe like 99 or something. It came out. And that was my favorite NASCAR game for a while until Total Team Control came out. It was PC only, I believe. But yeah. Good old keyboard racing. Here comes Doc around the outside, last lap. He's gonna make it happen. Oh, I can't hold on to it. Couldn't hold on to it. Good run. I have a way heavier car. I can push you across the line. Good race though. That was fun, and telling the story was fun as well. Always fun to share some of my past experiences in the Forza world. 57-1. I didn't get a good lap in there, but you know what? This thing's a tank, and I didn't finish last, so I'm happy with that.